So hello everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce you to our topper, Dr. Rishabh Jain. He's rank holder 11 in PGI and rank holder 4 in AIIMS. So welcome here, and Rishabh, many congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
First of all, I want to know how are you feeling now? You must be feeling very relaxed, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm glad it's finally over.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very struggling phase, and ultimately you have scored such good rank. It's an honor to introduce you to all the students. Now, I just wanted to tell all of you that he's our fast-track TND student. And I just want to know, Rishabh, like, how was your experience with the DAMS? The quality of questions which we have given you. How do you find that it's actually helped you in cracking the rank?
Yes, ma'am. The main advantage of a TND course is that it helps you build a schedule on which you can superimpose your preparations, because in mid-year exams, the ultimate funda is to finish the whole syllabus in a short period of time.
Yeah, exactly.
And that requires you to have an intensive
very
schedule.
Systematic approach.
Yes.
Right.
And that a coaching institute really helps, because it's like you have to finish the given amount of syllabus in this time or you lag behind.
Yeah, exactly.
So it helps you being more efficient in your studies.
Yeah.
And
it keeps you on track, basically.
Exactly,
You learn the subject yourself, you come and have the discussion with faculty. So you find it useful basically for your preparation. In short time, like, it could concise everything.
Yes, what I found that the main crux of a PG preparation is time. And and breadth matters more than depth. So if you are able to finish all the subjects in a given amount of time, I'm sure you will do great.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you think, like, the quality of question which we gave you in our fast track TND was really helpful for knowing the exact pattern of the AIIMS exam?
Yes, ma'am, it was good. The quality of questions covered the entire subject in totality, and it's a good tool to revise subject in the last 7 to 10 days when you actually need to do that, and that's very important. And so TND really helped me in that matter.
Okay, that's wonderful. So Rishabh, I just want to know that which faculty impressed you to the maximum, basically. In DAMS, we have so many faculties here. So certainly certain names must be there in your mind, which basically you would like to appreciate and say thank you, special thank you.
Yes, ma'am. First of all, I really liked your class.
Oh, seriously, thank you so much. Just because I'm sitting here, you need to say this, otherwise.
No, ma'am, that's not the issue. I really like biochemistry. You covered a lot of topics, and since AIIMS biochemistry is something which it's kind of bizarre. They can ask anything from genetics to molecular biology to basic procedures. So your class was really good, and it covered small topics also, which people usually miss. And other than that, Dr. Sumay's radiology class I like, Dr. Deepti's gynecology class I like, Dr. Tushar Mehta's orthopedics I like.
Very good. Okay. So how was your examination experience, basically? Like, how you felt the examination is basically very stressful, or you feel that if you go systematically, the things are all okay? Basically, how was your overall experience with this competitive exam?
So what I realized from my last attempt this time was that I need to revise the whole syllabus. And for that, what I planned was that I'll finish my first revision by NIMHANS, which is usually around March end.
Okay.
And then for second revision, I'll give 25 days. And last 10 days, I'll revise the whole subject again. And
you mean to say revision is the key, basically? Frequent revision is very important, rather than going haywire and learning so many things at its time.
Yeah, and that's difficult. And that's difficult because there are so many things available in the market right now, and it's difficult to choose where to study what material from. And so what I would recommend is that if you have a basic material of each subject with you, you can add things on that. Don't make a separate notebook for TND. Don't make a separate register for this topic. Whatever you have, add your extra knowledge on that. Like, I concised my biochemistry, my microbiology in the first aid. And similarly, I had a register for ENT, I had a register for surgery, and I used to stick pages in that register only, and so it's very, very.
So you mean to say you should have a kind of basic note which you prepare yourself and keep on building up the points in that itself when you attend different sessions, basically.
Yes, and last 10 days you have to revise the syllabus.
You have to revise. The revision is very important.
Yeah, whatever you remember in the last 10 days, that only you remember in the exam.
Yeah.
And that's what I felt.
Yeah, exactly. And how was your experience with our technologies? Basically, you must be using the Facebook club, the DAMS exclusive club. So what's your take on to that? Basically, how useful you find this particular club for sorting out the doubts or getting the updates?
Yes, what I really liked about DAMS was their ebooks app, and I really liked that they had combined the 3 years question papers in the form of question answers.
Okay.
And it's a very, very good thing to revise the last years, because what happens is that the repeats in the subsequent examinations are day by day, year by year lesser.
Yes.
And it's important that you finish the previous year in a quick time. And that app and that 3 years question papers really help you to like just scroll over when you're going to dinner,
to know the latest trend of the question and everything, rather than going to the guidebooks and all. It's always better to have authentic material in hand.
Yes, and so the answers in that are usually correct, and so I thought that it is authentic and I can trust it, and I just did the previous years from there only and nothing else.
Okay.
Another good thing on the app is the DVT slides that I think are good. And
you found DVT slides pretty useful for your AIIMS
exam? Yes, it's good to like scroll over them when you're taking a break, when you're not in a mood to study the textbook, and like when you're just going for food or just going to have coffee.
It will be just brushing through your mind those slides and all. So you find it basically overall very useful.
Yeah, I found it useful.
And what's your experience regarding subject-wise test series and grand test which we provide to our student, and the class test programs?
Yes, so it's a really
You attended grand test and subject-wise test series?
I attended grand test. Subject-wise, I didn't really have time to.
You didn't have time to.
Yes, and it's a really good tool to like keep evaluating yourself through grand test. And an improving trend is, I think, sufficient for you to realize that I'm going in the right track.
Okay.
And maybe the eventual rank in the grand test don't matter.
Yeah.
Just an improving trend tells you, okay, I'm going in the right track.
Exactly.
And that is very important for oneself to believe that he or she is studying correctly.
Yeah.
And for that, I would recommend people to give grand tests, and also like DAMS organizes CBT, which is nationwide. It's a really good tool to assess where you stand.
So you attempted CBT?
I attempted it last year, yes.
Yeah. So what was your rank in CBT?
Back then, I wasn't really studying much.
Okay, all right. So main preparation actually started from January.
I got rank 154 last year.
Okay.
But
it was very near to, basically now.
I scored 187 last year.
Okay.
So it was kind of comparable.
So, but then it's always good to give such kind of tests, so to know your ranking and to know exactly what effort you need to put, basically. Yeah. So what message you would like to give to your juniors? Like there are so many juniors struggling for PGC. So what message you want to convey to them?
So first of all, the most important message is revision in the last 10 days.
Yeah, that's something very important. Rather than reading new thing, if you go for revision.
Yes, if you have like study material which you have and you just want to just have to read it. So just read it in the last 10 days, and that's very important. And second, believe in yourself. Like, don't consider yourself to be a victim of circumstances.
Yeah.
Like whatever issues you had, everything comes down to whether you have performed well or not. And you're not a victim of circumstances. And just believe in yourself, and I'm sure you'll do good.
That's wonderful. So thank you so very much for this guidance to students and sharing your thoughts here.
Thank you
so very much.
Thank you.